Welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. This is the show that gives you everything you need to know before the big game kicks off. There are 5 games tonight in the Championship. We'll be bringing you the action from the CBS Arena, where Coventry City host Derby County. And the Rams are still waiting for their first away win of the season after Saturday's defeat at Stoke. It's been a while since they won in Coventry. You have to go back to April of 2010 for Derby's last victory there, though they have only made the trip a couple of times in the 14 years since. The Rams are on a tricky run at the moment, just 1 win in their past 8 games. They could be boosted by the return of Kane Wilson tonight. Injury kept him out at the weekend. Tonight sees the 2 longest serving managers in the Championship go head-to-head. Paul Warne is 776 days into his tenure at Derby, just a little behind Mark Robins' staggering 2,802 days as Coventry boss. He's been there 7.5 years, overseen 2 promotions, took the Sky Blues to the FA Cup semi-final last season, and they were only a penalty shootout away from the Premier League the season before that. They still didn't have a great start to this season, just 2 wins from the opening 11 matches, but they look like they're back on track now. After coming from behind to beat Luton, they then put 3 past Middlesbrough at the Riverside on Saturday to make it back-to-back victories. So let's hear from the second longest serving coach in the Championship and Paul Warne on what he wants to see from his side tonight.
Just unbelievable excellence. Would be great, and 3 points and loads of goals and all the joyful things. I just think a little bit of a bounce from the weekend. I don't, obviously, at the time I said I don't think we were at our best, and if you're going to pick up points in the Champ, even more so away from home, you have to be at your best. So, obviously I know this, but Coventry are a very good team, spent well over 50 mil in 2 years. In my opinion, one of the best managers outside the Premier League. I've got a lot of time and respect for Robbo. And, prior to March, their first away game was against Middlesbrough at the weekend. So I know how tough away games are. I know how tough away games are against Robbo and against a really well-structured, athletic team. So it's probably not the best time to play Cov on the back of beating Middlesbrough 3-0, who arguably one of the top teams. So we're going to have to be at our very best. That is as simple as I can put it. So anyone who turns up to watch the mighty Rams, please get right behind the lads, because we're going to need everything to come away with a positive result, but we're very confident in doing it. Looking
at your record away from home, you said there you need to be at your best to pick up points in the Championship. Is the frustration that you've been in every game and you've been so close in every game?
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I thought maybe the Stoke one was one of our worst, but I've been watching all our away games back, and I'm not a massive stato guy, but I even remember the Sunderland one. We lost 2-0, but we had 8-1 corners, more shots on target. We have moments in the game, but moments you have to take. So Saturday, and he won't mind me saying this because we've had a chat about it today already, but we had a moment, I don't know if it was 1-1, where the ball got put in from Callum and it came to Cade and 8 yards out, left foot. That goes in, you could be 2-1 up, the game takes a different route. And prior to us conceding a foul of a goal, we might have come out of Stoke 1-1, even though we hadn't played as well as we should. That is true. So I think in moments in every game, the lads have been good. And in moments, the opposition have been better, and that's the best way I can put it. But for us to get a win away from home, a lot has to go right. So look, we should have beaten really. Millwall, we conceded a sloppy goal. At that time, I didn't think they were going to score. They've now gone on to win 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4, and they're just one place short of the playoffs. So look, I don't feel like we're a long way away from being outstanding, but we just have to, from the first to the last kick, every detail matters, and we might have been a bit unlucky on the odd decision here or there, but you earn your own luck. So what I want, going back to your first question, is a performance of a team that earn a lot more luck, and you earn that by doing the hard yards, I think.
You mentioned Mark Robins already, longest serving manager in the Championship.
Good old Robbo.
How well do you know him?
Really well. I played with him. He was part of a dynamic forward front 3 that I was in. I was the dog and he was the... I carried the piano and he played it, really. He was a phenomenal goal scorer. And I've always kept in contact with him ever since. I nearly worked with him. I nearly left my coaching role and went and joined his coaching team. I didn't in the end. But then I also played for him as well. He was my manager, and then he left for Barnsley. And when he left us, we were top of the league. I got a lot of time for Robbo, and like I said, I've been in contact with him ever since. In fairness, I haven't spoken to him in the last few weeks, but we normally speak most transfer windows. And but a really good bloke, a really good football bloke who's done an amazing job at Coventry. And in moments, in seasons, I think the fans might forget what an amazing job he's done. And I think, as it is with all managers, when they leave, people think, you know what, he was very good. And I think, from where Coventry had gone with good investment as well, I'm not saying Robbo has designed these and he's 100% responsible for success, but he plays a massive part in it. So how he steered the club through bad times and to being that close to getting promoted recently. So I spent a lot of time with him, speak to him quite a lot, got a lot of respect for him. And in fairness, even more so in the Championship. You asked me a question the other night and you said I was the second longest manager in the Championship, which just shows how surreal this league is. It's bizarre. There's 24 clubs all wanting to get in the top 6, never going to happen. So, one by one, managers get shown the door. And obviously all them clubs go on to massive success after it. So Robbo has been there a long time. So I just think it shows what a great guy and what a great manager he's been.
Any updates on your squad for us?
No, they're all walking and chewing gum at the same time, which is good. I like them to be able to do two things at once. No issues of note, nothing. No, just the same really. Got this game on Saturday to get through, and hopefully we will.
That's Derby boss Paul Warne. Now, there were games in the Championship that have changed the table since the weekend last night. Sheffield United moved into the top 2, winning at Bristol City, while Middlesbrough thumped Queen's Park Rangers. Oxford beat Hull, Sheffield Wednesday beat Norwich, and Plymouth edged past Portsmouth on the south coast. We'll show you what all that means in a second. 5 more games tonight, including Luton against Cardiff, and there's a game on Thursday night as well, with Burnley visiting West Brom. The leaders Sunderland are in action tonight, so are Leeds, who can move back up to second. Swansea moved into the top half with their win last night. At the bottom, Derby have slipped to 16th, level on points with tonight's opponents, Coventry. There are 6 teams on 15 points, in fact, all just 3 clear of the relegation zone. So a big night ahead for all those teams. Now, it feels like Derby have barely played at Pride Park over recent weeks. The last time they were at home was a very special moment for one Rams Academy graduate. We thought it was about time we spoke to Dajaune Brown about his first senior Rams goal.
Obviously coming on, it's a bit nervy, being the fact that I've not played a lot in the champ so far. So coming on a little bit nervy, but like I said, I did want to come and take my opportunity when it came. So that was my main goal, to come on and try and show what I can do, really, just get myself about and be a menace.
You said there, you've not played that much in recent weeks. The manager said to us afterwards you trained really well in the build-up to the game. Did you have a feeling that you might be involved that day?
To be fair, the gaffer did say a few times, I've been doing well leading up to the game, and same coming from Hammy. So I did think that was more of a chance, but like I said, I didn't really have a thought process of Dev said this and I'm going to play. It was really just the same processes from my side to build up going into the game.
And when the free kick comes in, firstly, was that meant for you? We know the detail that goes into set pieces. Was that free kick meant for you?
It wasn't planned on in training, because obviously with me not starting, they wouldn't really plan a free kick around me. But when the free kick was down, Ozzy did look up and he made eye contact with me. So I think he did pick me out. And
how does that moment feel, your first senior goal?
Yeah, it's unreal. Obviously, with my dad was there as well at the game, so it was an extremely proud moment. To do it at home as well, yeah, it was unreal.
Did you know where he was sitting? Did you spot him or anything?
I did at the end of the game, but during the game, no, I didn't know where he was sitting now.
And what's the conversation with your dad after the game? What does he say to you?
He was flying, to be fair. He was flying. It was on FaceTime to my mum in the stadium, and literally when I left the stadium, the security guard was telling me he was running around like it was literally over the moon. So yeah, it was a great feeling to make him so happy.
What about the other conversations and the messages? You must have, the phone must have been blown up.
Yeah, and I was getting loads of congratulations from old friends, even old coaches coming through saying well done. So all of that coming together, it's a great feeling.
I was talking to Jake Buxton, and he was saying you look comfortable around the first team now. You look like yourself. Do you feel like you've settled in now?
Yeah, to be fair, it takes me a while to settle in, but now I feel like I've been around it long enough to be able to be myself and be comfortable in the environment. That
was such a special moment for you, and I'm sure there will be many more. Bringing it back to the team and to this week. Disappointing result on Saturday. What's the mood been like in the changing room here at Moor Farm?
It's just been really, with the results we've been having, like fine margins being the reason that the results aren't really going our way. It's just been trying to iron them out and try to sort out the little issues that we have in order to change the results into our favour, really.
And it's a busy week for you with these 2 games in a couple of days. You must all be desperate to get out there and put things right.
Yeah, obviously it's a good opportunity for players like myself that aren't really getting minutes as well, because when there's 2-game week, not everyone can play 90 minutes. So like everybody in the whole squad is really pushing and trying hard to try and get the results that we need.
That's Dajaune Brown, and this has been the build-up tonight. It's Coventry City against Derby County on RamsTV. It's available to watch everywhere outside the UK, so get your Game Pass now at dcfc.co.uk. We'll see you for Matchday Live at 7:15. Goodbye.